proto-soul dissipates as you all feel this menacing creature vanish from existence. Snowy Owl rushes over to you. Is everyone all right?
I flick the disgustingness of being absorbed off of me.
I am. What of the rest of you?
I'm not doing well.
Shall we take a bit then to lick our wounds? I'll take a look at you.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Roshtok.
is Roshtok?
Roshtok.
Rashtak, God is calling.
Sorry. Roshtok, are you, you're still in your pest form, right? How long does it last? 10 minutes?
Another 9 minutes. I'm just flying around. I'm mostly fine, so I can be last.
Sure.
So
I'll
it
enjoy
would
it while I have it.
probably around 20 minutes to heal everyone. Is that something we're comfortable with waiting on?
From an out-of-character perspective, yeah?
Oh, yes.
If we have to take another one of these down, yes.
All right. So, firstly, I'm going to go ahead and I will cast, since while I heal people, I'm able to, refocus. I'm going to cast Lay on Hands on Karun to heal for 30 points of healing automatically. Does that feel better, darling?
It does feel better. Still a little bleedy, though.
Of course. And then I will go ahead and I'll roll 2 of them, just so we can save time. Treat wounds, expert level, yada yada. 36 for the first bit, so everyone but me, you go ahead and you take some healing.
Does that
Get
include
yourself
Snowy
topped
Owl?
up. It would be, how is she looking actually?
Yeah, she's not looking great.
Right, I'll get her on the next run with me. Right, so that is Malavik, that is Arcelia, Karun, Orostok, yes, Malavik. Okay, and all of you look good. I'm going to go ahead and roll the second one. This one is going to definitely include myself and Snowy Owl at an expert level. 21 points of healing. Alright.
Thank you.
Of course, darling. Are you alright? Do you need more time?
We do not have it. I fear things will only grow worse the longer we wait.
Of course. Alright. That is
I
that.
would have been refocusing as well. During one of the 2 portions that I was not being healed. The little candles and mosquitoes fly about me in a corner. I stay away from the others for their comfort.
As I'm waiting for the ministrations to finish, I'll spend most of my time trying to write down everything that I can, recalling this combat encounter we just had for my future notes.
Oh yeah. This creature was especially nasty. Immune to bleed, death effects, disease, doomed, drained, fatigued, healing, mental, non-lethal attacks, paralyzed, poisoned, sickened, unconscious, and void.
I write all of that down.
I'm still a little bit hurt, so I'm going to actually take out the prayer beads that Malavik and Arcelia acquired for me, and I'm going to cast Heal utilizing those. I don't know, I think it's at level 1, I would assume, so I'll just go ahead and I'll cast it from my page, but keep my spell slot. For the 2 action one. And I get a +1 to the healing from my prayer beads as well. So that'd be 16 points of healing. And that is it for me. Are we all ready to proceed then?
The other side?
The other side, I suppose. This is beginning to feel awfully eerie, is it not?
At least we know what to expect this time. As we're moving through the temple, does Snowy Owl's disposition change at all? Is there any visible discomfort with them the longer we've spent time here in the ruin?
Make a perception check.
All right. I imagine I'm trying to read their face to see any of this, especially since there's going to be some major sacrifice they're going to have to make. 33.
Yeah, definitely. They're genuinely very stoic. Since they've changed, and I think maybe you catch the occasional jitters, you know. Maybe catching their breath here and there, like steadying their breathing.
If that's the case, then I would have lagged behind a bit and just sort of companionably be beside them as we're walking. Just so they don't feel alone.
Yes. I think as you approach the door, Snowy Owl says, "I know what you are doing."
Good. Then perhaps I don't need to say anything. I don't know how much help words will be right now.
I am different now. But the person that I was is still here. Having to send Deniki, Ulukuk, and Anuma away may have been the hardest thing that I've had to do in my life.
It's never easy to say goodbye.
No.
Well, how about this? Next time we have a moment to sit down, why don't I give you some paper and something to write with? Whatever you want to impart to your friends. Maybe one last gift.
Thank you. I will. I may need some help.
More than happy to offer it.
We still have much work to do. I'm afraid.
Why don't you go on ahead? I'll be right behind you.
As the rest of the group proceeds down the western passage, you come across another door.
All right, everyone, stand back. I will look for traps.
Please give me a perception check, Karun.
There.
There do not appear to be any traps on this door.
Seems the door is untrapped.
Malavik opens the door.
Hang on. Before you go inside, Malavik, I could go in and look around.
Go ahead.
Right. I would like to activate the cloak.
All right.
This cloak.
Very well. You draw up the hood and gain the effects of invisibility. You can drag that on you.
Like the shadows, she's gone.
Invisible. That's what we need.
Ooh, yeah, I don't. There it is. Right. I would like to go in and just have a quick look.
Karun,
Mm-hmm.
go inside,
Yes?
and you see something strangely familiar.
Oh.
You see
Mm-hmm.
someone you recognize.
Oh. Who is it?
You see Dr. Edvard Riddleson.
Oh, can he see me?
Does not appear to have noticed you.
Oh.
But please make a stealth check.
Oh. Very well. Like the shadows, she is moderately visible.
Now, when you are invisible, you can't be seen. You're undetected to everyone.
Mm-hmm. I cast Ghost Sound behind him.
Very well. What does it do?
Over behind them. It is 30 foot. Sustained, you create an auditory illusion of simple sounds that have a maximum volume equal to 4 normal humans shouting. The sounds emanate from a square you designate within range. You cannot create intelligible words or other intricate sounds such as music.
What do you do? What do you create?
I would like to create a box of sound behind him. Get him to look the other way. And it's just the sounds of rocks falling. Little pebbles and rocks and things to make it to obfuscate any sounds he may have heard from me.
Dr. Riddleson is looking at what appears to be a wall of what looks like almost like opaque glass that is gently curved. As
Is there any...
you make the sound, he turns, looking over to the side, then begins to look around.
I would like to back away, back out of the room.
Okay.
All right. Like the shadows, she's back. Dr. Riddleson is inside.
Is anyone
And,
there?
he is right past
No.
the door. And he
What?
perhaps has heard something, so we should decide what to do quickly.
Illusion? Another doppelganger?
It cannot be him. I killed him myself. We freed
he?
the souls of those others.
He's right over there.
Then it is a fake imposter.
Or the one you killed was a fake.
The souls would not have been released if it was a fake.
Either
At least by
way.
their standards. Then I will kill him again. Out of the way.
Right. I step out of the way.
Okay.
Take the hood back down. I'm visible again.
Fair enough. As you enter the doorway, Malavik, you can see that Dr. Riddleson turns towards you. Ah, you made it. I had hoped you would. Though, I must admit, I expected you sooner. He smiles, warm and welcoming, his eyes filled with the gleam of a proud mentor. The light flickers strangely around him. You look as though you've seen a ghost. I assure you, the only trick played upon you was by Osoyo, not me. That thing you destroyed before? A mere construct. A fabrication designed to mislead you. I am the real Dr. Edward Rittleson.
Knew it.
Imprisoned here since the missing moment ended. Forced to watch helplessly as you were deceived.
I drop my axe to my hand.
He takes a step forward, hands raised, showing you he has nothing in them. But now, finally, we can set things right. Gestures towards the room. And you feel that sort of distant sound of something stirring beneath the depths. You know now, don't you? Osoyo was never the villain they painted him to be. He was stolen from his home, shackled in fear and ignorance. The Black Frost? Not a curse, but a cry for help. A wound festering in captivity. And yet, you still have the power to end his suffering.
Arcelia. Only you can stop me from taking off his head.
I step forward. I try to scrutinize what I can see of the professor's features. Can I tell if he's lying?
Okay, make a perception check.
33.
There's something wrong with him, for sure. The light is kind of flickering about. Doesn't seem natural.
Malavik, there's something wrong with him.
There's always something wrong with him. Any objections? I turn around.
I don't think we can trust him. I turn to the group as well.
I didn't trust him anyway.
So stubborn. So predictable. I suppose it was too much to ask that you had learned something after all this time. As he says the words, you see Dr. Riddleson begin to change.
Well, alright. I'd like to move into behind one of these pillars.
Yes, I have
Tentacles?
moved into the room and started observing to the left of Arcelia.
The creature that you saw once before in the lab, Ogmundorius, stands before you. Tentacles writhing around the oily puddle beneath.
Let us finish this. Come.
I would like you all to please roll initiative.
Now, just a note, I had walked through the door with my shield up. I didn't want to interrupt anything, but my shield is raised. As a heads up.
You cannot roll initiative.
Yeah, I
Have
already
the old combat.
Button.
Unless the other things will help us.
Other things to me.
Hey, elder things.
Come
this guy
hither.
wants to destroy all the books or whatever.
There we go. Get some initiatives.
26.
30.
All right.
19.
Perfect.
Hey, I rolled mine first.
Yara. It looks like you're going first. What do you do?
Yay! I'm going to go ahead and I suppose my first move shall be to cast Bless. I will go ahead and raise my hands as a golden aura begins to apparate around me, surrounding me in a 15-foot emanation. Let me see here. I'll go ahead and I'll place the aura on myself. And I think with my final action, I'll stay here and I will continue by raising my shield. And that will be my turn.
Very well. Okay. Snowy Owl's turn. Let's see. Snowy Owl will cast Guidance upon you, Arashtak.
Thank you.
Okay. Add both of those to your token there. And then they will... Ooh, I think that's going to be it for their turn. They're going to just take cover, I think, to the side of the door. That'll be it. Okay. Arcelia.
As I reach into my pouch, I call out to the creature. You did say that we would meet again very soon.
I did.
I will, for my first action, exploit vulnerability. Wow. Okay, natural 1. I'm going to re-roll that.
Okie dokie.
Because it's really bad if I don't. So I will use my hero point for a critical success.
Wow, 40.
Wow.
Let's go.
I think you've crit the last 3 exploit vulnerabilities you've rolled.
Well, no.
I know, well, now. That old one doesn't exist anymore.
What are you talking about?
I don't remember. I don't recall that.
Let's see. Why didn't the thing pop up?
I do not know.
I'll try clicking it again.
Yep.
Oh, just taking the roll itself. You might need to
Oh, it's just giving you the explanation.
just
yes.
post the
Yeah,
full
put it
thing
in
and
chat
drag
if
from
you
there.
can. Without rolling it?
Okay. Let's see. I click buttons.
There
There's
we go.
all text.
You want me to screenshot it? I can screenshot it.
Yeah.
What do you get on a
So-
crit?
So normally, I don't think I get anything extra on a crit.
You remember the creature's weaknesses, and as you empower your esoterica, you have a flash of insight that grants even more knowledge about the creature. You learn all of the creature's resistances, weaknesses, and immunities, including the amounts of the resistances and weaknesses and any unusual weaknesses or vulnerabilities, such as what spells will pass through a golem's anti-magic. You can exploit either the creature's mortal weakness or personal antithesis.
Oh, here's the critical success. Yeah. Okay. Well, so normally I get a pop-up and it tells me number of the highest mortal weakness versus my personal antithesis, so I can choose which one is stronger.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to screenshot what they got.
Okay.
I'll send it to you in Discord DM.
Okay. Ooh, okay. I will definitely do personal antithesis then. Great. I think I need this. All right, it's turned on. It's fine. Okay, great. So that was my first action. And then what I will do is for my second action, I'm going to activate. I'm going to reach into my pouch and activate the share weakness. So now the now Malvik gets access to that.
Yep. You gotta select his token probably, and you share weakness. I might have to do it. Let me do it.
Okay.
The actor does not have the ability to share weakness. You have to select both of you. Select only the thaumaturge. Use share weakness. The actor does not have a mortal weakness effect active.
Okay. It's probably because I took personal antithesis.
Yeah.
That's weird, though. All right. Well.
It's using mortal weakness. You have to use mortal weakness to do the share.
Okay. Okay.
You want to switch it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, I can't. Well, what you sent me, it doesn't
Go
have a
for it.
weakness.
Correct. Doesn't.
So I
it
have
doesn't
to
really
use
benefit.
personal antithesis. Yeah.
Yeah, just do that. It's fine.
Okay. First action, personal antithesis. Exploit weakness into personal antithesis. Second action, I'm going to move. Here. As I move forward, I begin to smear this iridescent powder onto Yara's heart, and upon closing the distance, I attempt to strike with it for 31.
That is a hit.
All right. Okay, that is going to be 17 damage. And that
Okay.
is my turn.
Yeah, you strike the creature, and it is like, you can see that it sort of, it reacts, but it sort of moves with the blow. It seems to like the strike sort of slides off of the creature. You see the fire still do some damage, though. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Karoon.
Hi. I will make bomb. I will throw a versatile vial at it, and I can create 2 of these at one time. So I'll use quick alchemy, create 2 versatile vials, and throw one of them on the first turn. I'm also using the sticky bomb thing.
So you do not you were in exploration mode for a time, so you don't have to use quick alchemy to create the versatile vials. You create them during exploration mode.
Oh, all right. Then I throw.
So you should have 7 of the 7.
It's
I think
the
7.
intelligence modifier times 2 plus 2.
No, that's not right.
Is it not right?
No, that's not right. You definitely don't
That's
get
what
that
it
much.
says in the thing.
No way.
Hold on.
You don't get that many. When you do it, you get
plus 2 plus your intelligence modifier. I read
7.
it completely wrong.
Yeah, no worries.
All right. Sorry about that. That's 5, 6, 7. Okay. All right. I would like to throw a sticky bomb versatile vial at the creature.
Okie doke.
I'm not sure why I have a range penalty. Is it 20 is the maximum? Oh, well, I'll take the range penalty. 26. Oh, it's a miss.
It's a miss.
All right.
The versatile vial explodes before it reaches Ogmanzorius. You see little bits of shrapnel splattering about.
Very well. I will try again with another versatile vial. 17. All right.
Yeah, critical miss. This one, probably it's a horrible throw. Like a second after it leaves your hand, it explodes as it connects with the wall nearby. That sort of almost clear looking, but also opaque, strange, shimmery sort of wall.
All right. Well, do I get splash damage even on misses with sticky bomb?
On the miss, yes, not on the critical miss though. So
All right.
can,
Then it will still take acidic splash damage.
Okay, and that is 10.
Yes,
Is that correct?
2 times the intelligence modifier, so 10.
Alrighty.
Well, I take cover behind the pillar,
You
and
said
that is my
this is
turn.
you said this is acid.
It has to be, because that's the versatile vial.
You can change
can't
it. It does not have to be acid. I'm just letting you know. You can let me know
Oh,
beforehand.
Oh,
It doesn't
all
have
right.
to
Well,
be
it's
acid.
acid now.
Yeah, so it's like
I'll let you know for next time.
I think it's acid, cold, fire.
Electricity.
I think that's the 4. I think it's 4 different ones.
Well, it was acid this time because I didn't say anything. But before I end my turn, Celia, what is the weakness of the creature?
Fire!
Oh, well, got it. I take cover and that's my turn.
It seems to have no reaction to the splash of
Wow,
acid.
Really? Doesn't
None.
even care. All right.
Okay. Ogmanzorius' turn. Okay. Okay. Let's see. First things first. It will attack you with a nightmare tendril, Arcelia. You see these tendrils sort of waving about from this oily, slick surface on the ground, and then they snap, crack like a whip towards you. That is a 34 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, and then I need a fortitude save.
That's a failure.
Okay. As this whip-like tentacle hits you for 23 cold damage, you start to hallucinate, and you see visions all about you. Everything sort of melts away as if you are stranded alone with the rest of the party gone. You are alone and naked in an endless expanse of ice. You see nothing around. It's like when you were traveling across the high ice, but there's no one. It's only you. You feel the cold surrounding you. Everything begins to close in as you feel the ice crawling up your skin. It's so cold.
Where did everyone go?
And you become fatigued. As then Ogmanzorius, will cast a spell as you begin to feel yourself come back. It felt like a time that you were stuck all by yourself on the ice. It was like you were alone. Quite some time. But coming back is a bit of a shock here, Arcelia, as you don't know how long you've been gone. And as this happens, Ogmund Zorius will cast Phantasmal Killer on... Is
this a concentrate or a manipulate action?
Yep.
If I can see them, I will attempt to interrupt.
Very well.
All right, so I will make a strike here. It's a critical hit.
Oh, shit! Whoa, that's huge! Ooh! That's huge! Okay. Let's see. Your weapon senses a moment of weakness and guides your hand to strike down a foe. Make a strike against the triggering creature. If your attack is a critical hit, you disrupt the triggering action. This strike doesn't count towards your multiple attack penalty, and your multiple attack penalty doesn't apply to this strike. So, give us some critical damage.
All right. 34.
Huge.
That is huge. That was, you hit the critical button, right?
I did, yes.
Yeah, okay. Would you like to knock the target up to 10 feet in a straight line away from you?
Yes. I don't think I have a choice because it doesn't say you may.
Well, no, it says you knock the target up to 10 feet. So you don't have
okay.
to.
I think I'll keep it in the same spot, actually, because I think my companions won't be able to reach it if I do that.
Okie doke.
As I see the creature rearing up, I shake off all sense of myself and I lean into the heat of the weapon in my hand, emblazoned by Snowy Owl's ancestors' branding, and I will smash it into Osmond Zorius. 31 damage.
Okay. That's it for their turn. You interrupted it. That's canceled.
Holy shit.
Malavik, it's your turn. That was huge.
I'll grip my axe and then I'll smirk from the action from Osoyo and look at this creature and like, you find us weak. You look down upon us. As I am mumbling, I will then sudden charge behind it to throw it off guard.
Okay. Let's see if it gets some bullshit here. Nope. You're all set. Let me apply the off guard. Okay.
No, scream it. I am your opponent.
You do not know the glory of Osoyo.
It's a miss. It'll strike again. Simon will be a silencing strike.
Okay.
So let them miss. And I'll strike again. Another silencing strike. And miss.
Is silencing strike a second action?
It's just an action.
Okay. So, yeah. Yep. You're all good. Okay. Yes. 3 misses. Malavik, this thing is, it's like a snake kind of moving about, it's hard to strike at it and actually hit it solidly. Maybe you slice through some of these, oily tentacles that come up, but you do not hit the creature's main body. Okay. Is that it for your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay, a Rosh talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You could take away one of those. I mean, I made a mistake. It was only supposed to be 2 attacks.
Oh no, you did a sudden charge.
Yeah, that's two actions. So
Oh, right. Yes, that is
yeah,
correct.
yeah, doesn't matter.
Okay. Rosh talk.
Yes. First thing I will do is move up behind this pillar, or at least next to it, peeling out. And Celia, do you know if it's resistant to anything before I attempt something?
It's resistant to a lot of things.
Acid, probably.
Diseases?
Yes.
Cold?
Yes.
I think that's it for the communication.
Yeah, that's very fair. All right. Well, I'll help how I can. I will cast a rousing splash upon Arcelia.
I give up. I'm going to heal it.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh, good. 14 temporary HP for you.
Now I
Oh,
have to
that's
find
so
the sound effect.
cool. I just dragged it onto me and it rolled it for me.
Thank you. Very good. And that will be the end of my turn, as I cannot do very much again.
Also, imagine getting rousing splash upon you in this place. Like, it's so freaking cold, man.
But it makes you feel better. It's like a polar bear dive.
Especially after what just happened to Arcelia. Like, let's drop a bucket of water on you.
This will make you feel better.
Okay, if you say so.
Yara.
All right. I'm going to go ahead. First action, sustain a spell in order to extend the reach of Bless by 10 feet. From there, I'm going to move. I have 1, 2, trying to see if I can get everyone in it. 5, 10, 15. We see 15 here. I still have 10 feet. 20. Does that hit Malavik? Does everybody have Bless? I think everyone except for Snowy Owl. Excellent.
Yes.
That's exactly what I wanted. All right, so my shield is expired. I have moved. I have sustained the spell. Final action. What do I want to do with that final action? Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna raise a shield again. And that is my turn.
Okay. Snowy Owl's turn. Snowy Owl is going to make their way behind the pillar over by Karoon.
I'll allow it.
Could you imagine? Shoves. This is my pillar.
Get
And
out of here,
then-
you god entity.
Will cast guidance upon you, Karoon. Actually, you might not be able to. Did we already do guidance? Nope.
They have immunity.
Oh yeah. Can't do it.
Arcelia doesn't have it if it can reach.
Yep. Cast guidance on Arcelia.
All right.
Drag both of those onto yourself. And that's gonna be actually, yeah, that'll be it for Snowy Owl's turn. We'll take cover behind. We'll take cover behind this pillar here. The lesser cover. Okay. Arcelia, it's your turn.
All right, my shield has expired here. First action, I will attempt to strike the creature again. Yara's heart. I whiff with a 23. I try to backswing with the momentum as I correct myself for a second attack. Also a miss.
Foolish creatures.
I will. Might as well just try a third time. Yeah! That is also a miss, unfortunately, and the end of my turn.
Okay. Haroon.
Well, I think I would like to use quick alchemy to craft some alchemist fire. I have double brew, so I could create 2. So I take a turn to craft 2 of these alchemist fire with quick alchemy. Right? Is that how that works?
No. You can do quick. You can use versatile. You can create more versatile vials right now, but you can't do your full on.
Even though I have some infused reagents left?
Yeah, so infused reagents are gone now, actually. Those don't exist. So quick alchemy will allow you to create a versatile vial, or you can create a consumable.
I thought that I had access to those still.
No.
Huh. I should have made more bombs then. I didn't know. Alright. Well, I'll just use the wussy baby vial, and I will use it for fire. I will throw it at the creature.
Okie doke.
The 21 miss.
Yeah, that is a miss. However, the splash damage will activate. Okay.
I rolled a 3.
So bewildered by that. Okay.
Again.
So the napalm splatters out. Some of it lands on some of the tendrils of Ogmanzorius. You hear it sort of growl in pain.
Yeah, that sucks. I'll do another one.
Okay. Last 2 actions for this one. That is a critical miss, unfortunately. And you throw the vial. This time it doesn't land anywhere near Ogmanzorius, and you do not get the splash damage, unfortunately. Sorry.
Well, I tried taking cover, and that is my turn.
Okay. Ogmanzorius' turn. Okay.
Says the persistent damage, the fire damage is at the end of its turn. I wasn't sure what that 5 damage was earlier, but did he take the 5 damage after I did the...
Yeah, the persistent damage is on. It rolls automatically. That's what that skull on fire token is.
Okay.
Condition is. Okay. Ogmanzorius will attack with nightmare tendrils. We're going to attack Malavik with this. Start. Malavik, you see the whip-like tendrils about to fly out towards you. That is a miss with a 26 to hit. Whoosh, the snap-like crack of the tendrils are too slow. You dodge and spin out of the way. It will try and then attack you again. That is a 37 to hit.
As I spin into a third tentacle that I did not see.
And I need a fortitude save in the chat there for you.
There you go.
Nice. Okay, critical success there. You feel something like try to attack you like with cold. It travels up your body. You take 21 cold damage, but you're able to shake off this feeling that sort of, it almost feels like a brain freeze happening for a second, and you shake it off, your rage allowing you to power through.
As he hits me, I'll look at him and smile.
I have far more planned for you.
Your attacks will not be as effective as you think.
Ogmanzurius will take a 5-foot step back here, moving off guard. Okay, that is it for its turn. It's your turn now, Malvik. Ooh, and the tentacles rise up and sort of pat out the fire that was persistent from Arcelia's attack.
I have to take a 5-foot step to move closer to it. Silencing strike. Attempt again, since it likes to run its mouth.
Okay, make an attack. That is a hit.
Alright, that's a hit.
It succeeds on the fortitude save. It's unaffected by the silencing strike.
Okay. Yeah, it still takes damage.
Some damage.
Tight force. Wait. Did we say we get ley line or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I was making sure.
Also, Karun, just to clear some stuff up here, you have your daily preparations.
I was just looking at that. Yeah,
it's 4 plus your intelligence
It's 4.
modifier.
Right. My character sheet was still using the infused reagents to do it, so I was
And then you have double brew, so you get double whatever you crafted from your advanced alchemy.
Right.
So you should have had 9 plus
times 2.
Yeah, so 18 total potions. It's a fuck ton.
That's exactly how many I made. I saved a few infused reagents because I was like, oh, I'll just make some bigger bombs later, and then I realized we don't use those anymore.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. Okay, 24 damage. Let's see, Malvik, you strike, and this creature, you hit it. It's sort of oily, slick. As you do, you don't get like a solid shot on it, but it does do some damage.
So, not
2d12 plus 7. You rolled a 5, so that's 12 damage on the first bit, and then you rolled a 2 on the second one.
Plus 7, okay.
So you got the full 8 for
I was remembering a 2d12
fire.
plus 8 for a great sword, but
That may have been when it was striking and not thundering.
No, I don't know. I'm not worried about it anymore.
It's fine. Alright, I get another action. I have a second, my last action. For my last action, she moves up. I will 5-foot step here.
Okie doke. Alrighty.
I'll be out of bless range, but hopefully Arcelia moves up and gets off guard again.
Rashtok.
Let's see.
Yes. These damn creatures not liking diseases, or maybe liking them too much. Well, since I have no idea if it's immune to it or not, I will use a reach as an action, which will make it so that I may cast puff of poison at this creature to see if that works. It must make a DC 28 Fortitude save if it is even able to take any poison damage. And if not, then it doesn't need to even worry about it.
Okay. It has no reaction to the poison.
I can't do anything! That's my turn.
Okay. That's it? You did you
Reach
move?
is an action,
Oh,
and
yeah.
casting a spell is 2. Yes.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, but
No, it's all right.
Yara.
All right. Well, I see Malavik has moved out of range, and as such, I will go ahead and channel some more power around me, increasing the radius of Bless by sustaining the spell for this action. So that is one action of mine. From there, Malavik hasn't taken damage yet, so I'm going to wait on this. So what I will do then is I am going to go ahead and I will send out, I suppose, a divine lance. I'm going to go ahead and conjure some energy in my hands, and I will attack utilizing some spirit damage and see how that goes. For a critical hit with a 39.
Excellent.
Pretty good. All right. Let us see here. Just says roll damage, so for the spell you would have to double it, I believe. Yes. So it would be. Let me double check here, because normally it is how many? 2d4. Yes, you would have to double it.
I
So-
did.
Excellent.
Yeah. So you see there's definitely a reaction to this creature, not as intense as you were expecting, as the spirit damage connects from this divine lance.
Interesting, darlings. That did not feel like it hit as hard as it should. And that is my turn.
Okay. Snowy Owl. Will cast guidance on you, Yara. And stay in cover.
Thank you, Snowy Owl.
You can do this. Finish the creature. Okay. Yep, gonna take cover. That's it for their turn. Arcelia.
All right. First action, I'll 5-foot step here to set the creature off guard.
Done.
Second action, I will attempt to make a strike. As a critical hit.
Nice. It pops up with critical hit. I didn't even realize. It says it right on the... Awesome. Okay.
Bonk.
Wow. All right.
38 damage.
Okay, are you pushing it?
No, I will leave it right where it is.
It howls in pain.
For my last action, I am going to raise my shield. Where are you? Whee! Okay, that will be my turn.
I start running all the way to here because I have Elven Step. 35-foot movement, which puts Ogmensarius within 20-foot range.
Okay.
Now I will strike out with Versatile Vial with the fire one for 29. Oh, it's a hit! Ah!
That is a hit.
I hit it! Yes, Sticky Bomb. Yes, it's a Sticky Bomb.
Okie doke. And this is what? Acid damage?
Fire. It's fire. 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 Fire.
Definitely acid damage. That went great.
For Sticky Bomb, there is this. creature hit by sticky bomb also takes persistent damage equal to and of the same type as the bomb's splash damage. If the bomb already deals persistent damage, combine the two amounts.
Okay.
Stacking
So it's
splash.
stacking splash damage. That's what sticky bomb does.
Okay, same type. Also takes persistent damage. So basically, you deal the splash damage. Already deals persistent damage. Combine the two amounts. Jesus Christ.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
Wow.
20?
Sticky bomb.
20.
Holy
Yep.
fuck.
That's right.
Okay.
This is Alchemist land.
Yeah.
And that's
Give us some damage.
persistent.
Wait, you could indefinitely stack that based on the wording.
I'm going to.
Yeah, but the thing is, the thing can make a check and get it off. So it's,
Yes.
I can't change it from acid, so you will have to do that part.
Okay, that's fine.
3! Yay!
I mean, the real damage is the persistent. So good.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
insane.
Creature hit by the sticky bomb also takes persistent damage equal to and of the same type as the bomb's splash damage. If the bomb already deals persistent damage, combine the two amounts.
So you would double it. But if, like, let's say she already had one on, you don't stack it.
Yeah, I think
just double it.
I
Oh.
think it takes 20 right now, and it also takes persistent damage. That's what I think happens.
Oh, I see.
I don't think you
Alright.
increase the persistent damage that keeps ticking. It just
Alright.
deals that damage now. You get
Okay.
that right now, right off the bat.
Alright.
Also takes persistent damage equal to and of the same type as the bomb splash damage. Yeah, it doesn't just like increase the persistent damage. If the bomb already deals persistent damage, combine the two amounts. Yeah, so instead it would get 10, but it's got the persistent damage on it right now, so now you get 20 right now.
Alright. And it does
So-
not make persistent damage 20, only 10 still?
Correct.
Okay. Well,
If you didn't
Something.
have the persistent damage, it would do only 10 additional damage right now.
alright.
Then you would get whatever normal persistent damage you get.
Alright. That's what I
Please word
do.
that better.
Still insanely good. I mean, that's just
Yes.
splash damage.
For a thing that was only going to do 3 points of damage, yes.
Yeah. The napalm substance splatters out, and this time the bomb itself explodes on Ogmanzorius. Like it hits it, and then it sticks to the creature. So the vial itself has secondary reactions that go off and deal lots of damage. Okay.
Is it weak to fire? Does it look like it's burning at a greater rate than it should?
You don't think so?
Okay. Right.
It
I hope
seems
that's
resistant
working.
to everything else that's been hitting it,
All
pretty
right.
much.
All right. Well, yeah. Then, what was the hit? It was 29. Yeah, I'm going to. Is there no way to replenish my versatile vial?
There is when you have exploration mode.
Yeah, but I mean, like
get them
during
all back.
combat.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Oh.
sorry. Yes, you can use quick alchemy to do that. You can use quick alchemy to replenish it in combat. So quick alchemy, it basically costs you an action, and you can create a versatile vial.
Then I will do that.
Yep. Okay.
And then take cover, and that is my turn.
Okay. So you can get one versatile vial back.
Mhm.
Alrighty. They don't want. It feels like they don't want to leave you with nothing, you know. So it's like
Mhm.
you can
Yeah.
you can always do that like on the fly. It's just jury rigged.
Got it.
Okay.
All right.
Ogmanzorius' turn. Let's see here. The creature is gonna take a 5-foot step, probably. That's not really gonna help very much. So here, still melee range. Can't go there. Go here. It will attack with its tentacles, its tendrils again. It's going to attack Malavik first. Striking with a nightmare tendril towards you, Malavik. With a whip-like crack. It smacks you with one of these tendrils again. You feel the cold begin to travel through your body. And it will deal 15 cold damage to you. Then I need you to make another fortitude save, please.
Actually, it deals 5 damage to me.
Yep.
Okay, fortitude.
That's correct. It's in the chat there.
Ooh, I will re-roll.
Okay. Re-rolling a fail.
There you go.
That's a critical success. That was a good choice. Okay. And then it will... let's see. It will...
For us to be so weak, you are squirming about.
I merely delay you. The inevitable comes soon. Can't you feel it? Feel it in your bones. Soon. Soon.
The creature will... Okay, it's going to... Yeah, that's no good. It is going to take a 5-foot step. Moving here. And then it will strike out at you again with its tendrils, Malavik. That's a crit.
Wait, there's no... Is that mapped?
Yeah. Rolled a 20.
Okay. It just hasn't showed a thing on there. That's what I was wondering.
It's just small. The crit is 48 cold damage.
Is that already critted?
Yeah, that's with the crit. You are this time you feel the cold increase in its intensity, and another fortitude save, please.
Yep.
Hey, another critical success from you. That fortitude mastery or that you have is pretty handy. As that is it for Ogmanzorius' turn. It is your turn, Malavik.
Increase the flames on my body. Will then attack. The silencing strike. That there.
You can see the tendrils putting out the flames yet again.
It's a hit.
That is a hit.
God, damn this stupid joke. Alright. 33 damage.
A critical success on the
Fortitude save.
silencing strike, yeah. Okay. However, the attack goes through as you strike it. And you can see the attack connect. Again, the attack sort of slides off of this creature's body as its oily slick sort of makes it difficult to find purchase with the axe. You do see, though, that the flames that kick up along with the force damage do have some kind of an impact on this creature.
I will then increase the flames on my body and to where is it? Renewed vigor.
Okay.
And I have one more. attack again. That's it. 33.
Yep, that is a hit. Give us some damage.
Damage.
Boom! The thunder of the axe connects again. You can see the tentacles sort of wiggle in pain as the creature definitely felt that one.
I'm done.
You think this is the end? It is far from the end. You feeble creatures, you know not what will be unleashed upon this world.
Okay. Let's see, Orashtok, it's your turn.
Yes, I am going to. I'll do something, I swear. No, I will be casting Life Boost upon Arcelia. Go ahead and drag the spell effect upon you. You will get 10 healing around for 4 rounds.
Very nice.
And then I think I'm out of range because it moved. I am. Or is that? I can move next to Karun and then take cover. And that will be my turn.
I'll allow it.
I appreciate it, Karun.
Yara, it's your turn.
That'll be 5 gold.
Already? Gods. All right. I am going to go ahead and firstly, I suppose what I'll do is, let me see, is Malevic in range? I believe he is. Yes, 30 feet. I'm going to raise my hand and unleash a lifelink upon Arcelia and Malevic. So it will initially heal them for 3d4. Let me go ahead and roll that. 7 each. And from now until the spell ends, you both should apply the lifelink, token onto yourselves that's in the beginning of the spell. I will be taking 5 damage for you each time either one of you takes damage for the first time in a round. All right, and with my final action, I don't know, with all of this, this speaking of how things are not ending so soon and the worst is yet to come and whatnot, I'm not comfortable really using any of the big spells at the moment. I'm going to just go ahead and attempt another Divine Lance against this creature. For another critical hit with that. I'm going to use the big stuff, I suppose.
Oh my god. Okay.
For 14, doubled to 28 damage, reduced with whatever the resistances are.
Okay. Yeah, Yara, the Divine Lance, like another laser. You can see it like burn away several of the creature's tentacles. Only like a few remain. This thing is like spindly now.
I think we're making a dent, darlings! Let's finish this, That is my turn.
Okay. Snowy Owl will move up to... Oops, sorry. I think we'll move here. This pillar. And we'll... Ooh. Probably not a good idea to use that. We'll just take cover. We don't have anything they can do. You're all guidanced out, right? I think everybody is.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That's gonna be it. Okay, Arcelia.
All right, I will move. First I'll heal the life boost. And I'll move 5, 10, 15, 20. So the bless no longer applies to me, but it is off guard.
Apply.
Okay. I will then, for my second action, strike at it. Make sure it's targeted. Yep.
You can be
Yeah.
one space down, to be honest. You don't even have to
Yes.
be where you are.
You could
Here?
be there, and that still is
Yep.
off guard.
Yep.
Okay. Yep, that's. I will stand here instead then, because then I get the bless. I will strike for a crit.
Give me some damage.
All right, I
Solid
will
hit
not
that
be
crits.
moving it. For 30 damage. Some flaming
Yara's heart
persistence.
erupts in fire. How do you kill it, Arcelia?
As I move to flank the creature, it turns to face towards me, and I smash Yara's heart down onto its skull, crushing it beneath the weight of the metal and the burning.
Ogwen Zorius falls as you see the creature sort of the tendrils sort of like burst wildly for a second in all directions as this creature falls to the ground. It sort of turns into this oily slick that you all recognize. You've seen it before.
I take some.
Yeah. Are we out of combat?
You are out of combat.
I take some.
This immunity that I have from guidance has been 19 minutes the whole time we started, so I want to make sure that's correct.
I've been advancing it. Yeah, it started at an hour.
All right. Everything else falls off of us. Does lifelink end at the end of a battle?
Lifelink is 10 rounds, so it would end, I suppose, if we don't get into combat like right after.
Okay. Just clicking off stuff. All right. Okay.
This
Blessing is gone.
creature dissolves into an oily puddle of this sludge, and it sort of still continues to bubble and twitch. You can see the tendrils just kind of moving about, and if you've seen like an insect die before, you know, sometimes their legs will twitch. It's a little bit almost feeling like that, as this creature just sort of still bubbles and moves around. Karun, you approach it.
Absolutely scooping that up. Yep.
Okay. You grab it.
All
Didn't
right.
leave anything behind.
There is an oily puddle left behind.
Anything in the oily puddle? Oil.
Yeah. So,
Can I identify anything alchemical with it?
you cannot, but I will take either a religion or occultism check, which are in the chat. Arcelia, you got nothing. Yara, nothing.
I'm disgusted. I just walk away from it.
Arashtak and Karun, however.
Yeah, we're both over here together like, oh. Uh-huh.
This magic on this ooze is indicative to you that it is as a solidification of what you believe to be Osoyo's sense of doubt, fear of failure made manifest.
Huh.
This creature was one of its most intimate creations.
Ugh.
It might have very well been a part of Osoyo. You can
Good.
carry this. It has one bulk. I actually have a token for you. It's next to Yara there, but I'll move it over here so you can
Get it away.
Put it over here. Should
Huh.
be able to actually loot that, Karun.
Do I feel like it's going to make me have doubts if I pick it up?
Probably not.
All right. I take it. I loot the puddle. I loot the puddle. Ah, it won't let me take it. It's slipping out of my fingers.
Looking about the rest of the room, does it look as though there's any sort of entryways, or can we tell what these big circular holes are, I suppose?
Yeah, there's circular pools of ice, but this opposite wall looks curiously different from the stonework found everywhere else in this temple. It's smooth with no visible seams, polished like opaque glass, and gently curved.
And is this the wall near me or near the others where the puddle is?
On the eastern side there, yeah.
I'd like to take a closer look if possible.
Sure.
Ah, there we go. I got it. I say, scooping it into a little bowl.
Yara, you can give me an Arcana check.
Well, I am one to admit
Are you trained
when I
in
am
Arcana?
not good at such a thing. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
My powers
you
are
have
divine.
no idea what this thing is.
What's that over there?
Anyone with a, I suppose, Arashtak or Karun, the two of you are well versed in the arcane. Come here.
Oh, I suppose I could be bothered to take a look.
All right.
I'll walk over too, and I'll put my hand on the wall. Somehow. I'm
26.
You think it's definitely magical, Karun. You just don't know how to operate it.
This is magical in nature.
You get the same feeling, Malavik.
What about
It's
a
not-
35? As
not a
I
pleasure
walk
house.
up last.
Yeah, Arashtak, you think you can get this working. It's some kind of, from what you can tell, this is like a magical viewing screen.
It's a viewfinder.
This is
An etch a sketch.
this is probably activated with some kind of command word.
Without knowing the command word, that makes that rather difficult. Unless I can discern it somehow from this. Personally doubtful, but... It needs a command word. I would not know where to start with that, unfortunately. I'd assumed the... looking where the oil slick was, that would have known. Or perhaps Riddleson. But I would have no idea.
I can try something if you want.
I'm sure. Unless he told you at one point of a command word. But... I wouldn't know.
Take off my gloves and spread my bare hands on the surface and try to activate my special bullshit. Where is it? Read psychometric resonance.
Okay. It functions similarly to detect magic, and it will allow you to concentrate on an object to get a vision of the face of the person who imbued the item, such emotion in the first place. But it's really just to get like emotions and stuff. It's not going to help you with this, I think.
All right.
I think the only emotion that you pick up is Maybe...
Fear and doubt from the whale schlop?
Maybe... Curiosity.
And we did not find any such a word or reference to this place in any of his journals, I would assume. Did any of you want to look through his journals? Perhaps it might be in there?
Yes. Karun, do you have his journal, I believe? It has formulas
Yes.
and other things. You want
I
to see
do.
if he had written down a command word? Or maybe a word that continues to repeat itself to remind him that doesn't feel feels out of place?
Am I aware of such a word in the journals? I did spend some time in the pizza yurt
Yeah,
to learn of this.
give me a... I will take an Arcana check, I think, for this.
Very well.
Hold on, I can...
32. Oops, sorry.
Alright, that's fine. 32. I think the common theme that you noticed in most of the journal stuff was how interested Dr. Riddleson was in the dreamlands and dreams in general. You think that the word is related to that.
Well, it's probably related to dreams or dreamland.
So, dreamland.
Suppose
While
we could
this
all
is
just
going
come up
on-
with some words.
Yes, I mean, let us think on, I suppose, what things we've encountered or heard about. I mean, there was Akakaru, who is the goddess, right?
Not of dreams, though, of life and creation,
Right.
I believe.
Aina Murin came to us in our dreams, so to speak, right? Air quotes.
Who's the god or goddess of dreams, Yara?
Do I know the goddess of dreams?
Make a religion check.
25, probably not. Maybe.
Depends on common, I suppose.
I think it's actually kind of easy. It's not a very hard thing to know. Esna.
Desna.
Or
Wasn't that...
Alazra.
Well, there's Desna and there's Alazra.
Desna is the goddess of freedom and luck, and is often credited with the creation of the heavens. Dreams sort of fall in their purview. They're known as the tender of dreams. There's also the other side of that coin, Alazra, the dream eater, the deity of night hags,
Well,
nightmares.
I recall Adronis speaking of Desna quite often, if you recall.
Yes.
They are quite often accredited with
Would they
dreams.
want dreams and nightmares here? Is there one for nightmares?
Yes, the Dream Eater, Alazra. I say
just
this
look at
while
the
I'm
door.
plucking at everybody, trying to close up wounds and bandage them and whatnot.
Desna! Elasra! Might not be those. What is... I believe, this may be a question for you, the Land of Dreams, was there a phrase or a name we'd heard of that? I don't recall personally as me.
In the notes, it was called the Dreamlands.
Oh, it's just... Dreamlands!
Nothing.
No.
Do any of us know any of the features of Dreamlands, like the Nameless Spires or something?
Wake up!
I will take think this is probably religion. If you're trained in religion, you can roll that.
I feel like what I'm doing while they're all doing this is kind of doing the Gandalf before the Mines of Moria's door, and just mumbling words about dreams and nightmares to myself, hoping that the door will just open.
Yeah.
And it does not.
Yeah. Nothing seems to happen. Yara, Arcelia, you're just aware of it being called the Dreamlands, or the Dimension of Dreams.
I do detect magic at it, with the intent here specifically to know, let's see, the rank or level of the most powerful effect on this door.
Okay, you're casting this at a third?
It's a fourth automatically, but yes. Doesn't say what school, what the spell is, it just says its level or rank.
Let's see here. It's a compilation of a few different spells. So I'm going to say that it's kind of tough to identify it, but I'm going to say probably fourth?
Fourth, yeah. It just says the most powerful effect. So if there are multiple, it can determine fourth would be the highest. All right. Thank you. It has a lot of spells on it. One of them is not the most powerful spell, but it's middle of the road. The only thing I could think of is if there's something behind this. Breaking it may not be cataclysmic, but if it is but a viewing portal, I don't know if it displays something in front of us or if it is to look through it.
Did we got a ritual a while back, or Rashtak probably would remember. What, it was the dream one. Do you recall what the constraints of that were, what the name was?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking anyone who knows.
I don't have it listed as my own ritual, so I don't remember.
Ritual that you got, you can make an occultism check.
Okay. If you want me to do a wait
So
for
it's
it to put in chat.
Karun is the one that has this, by the way.
Well, then I will look it up.
37 for occultism.
Yeah. So the ritual that you had, this was part of the notes that you found, Karun.
Oh, yes.
Yes, I just don't remember the name.
Neither do I.
Arnhem urine, nameless spires. Soyo's release.
Unveil?
In I think it was Inveil, but that ritual was to effectively, Inveil. It's Karun. This is what you believe. What's his name? Butler, the major domo was that was spell that was cast on him.
And the one that I feel like we also had something, we learned something with some sort of dream stuff that.
I mean, there's my food that I make that brings memory back through dream.
No, it was how we were communicated with in our dreams. It wasn't that. Oh well, never mind.
Mind harvesting?
No.
Unveil. Inveil. I kick it once.
It's super. It's like kicking a stone wall.
Yeah. I don't know if we can actually determine this. It may just be here. Perhaps it would have known and maybe told us if we had played along longer, but I'm not sure we can do anything about this. Outside of maybe trying to break it and hope that it's a viewport.
There is nothing in the pools of water.
They look like ice.
Oh, yes, the ice.
What would you like to do?
Maybe
I'm
try to
looking
see
in the
beneath
north
it if
one.
we can.
Okay.
Yeah, seeing if I can see anything through it.
Yeah. Make a perception check, Arasha.
Oh, sorry. I would have been going to one of them as well, since I brought it up.
I mean, as
26.
far as you can tell, Arashtak, it just kind of looks like pools of ice. However, you can make an Arcana check for me.
Can and will. $31.
These pools of ice, you believe that long ago, these waters were liquid and served as baths for creatures immune to the cold. They were magical in nature, from what you can tell. They are frozen now. Yara, looking inside the pool of frozen ice, you don't really see anything.
I would, after realizing that, I would actually chip some out as best I could. Like take out some of the climbing gear and try to break a chunk of ice out.
Sure. Make an athletics check. Let's see how long this takes. Yeah,
30.
You're going to chip away. How much do you want?
Yeah, I like just able to hold it in one hand.
Snowball's worth?
Yeah.
Okay. I'd say this probably takes you about 5 minutes.
Okay, and Yar was healing some people, so that would line up well.
Can I start replenishing my versatile vials
Sure can.
during all this?
Basically,
That's
you
two
get
every 10 minutes.
2 every 10 minutes.
Sorry, Mac. Yes. Well, I found some ice. Apparently, this was somewhat refreshing healing water for those that were immune to cold at a time.
It is
I don't know if it would have those
super
effects
fucking
or
cold
not.
in your hand.
Yeah, I thankfully have some gloves, but not. I'm still cold-blooded, so. Malavik, your resistance to cold?
Yes.
I hand it over
I'm
to
not
you.
immune to cold. I'll take it. What am I to do with this?
I do not know if it will have a healing effect or property if melted and consumed. It is magical in nature and apparently was meant to be refreshing for those who had no issue with cold. Back when it was not ice. Maybe of no use.
I hold it in my hand. I don't have a container to put it in or anything. As I put it in the bag, and maybe it'll turn. I don't know. I do have heat coming off of me, so I don't know if it does anything. Okay, we have
Does
to.
it seem resistant to his heat?
The ice, it doesn't seem to melt, from what you can tell.
Ah. Well, it might be all right then. It may not actually melt in your bag.
I don't have time to fashion it to a bottle, but we should probably get going. Its goal was to delay us, and we've delayed quite a bit.
And we do not recall any other doors, right? Not in the room where we fought that other creature. Nothing. This is it.
It's only a staircase in the middle leading up, maybe? I don't recall, I don't remember.
No.
There was an entrance in the middle.
No. There's the staircase that is down from us to the south that leads up towards this. And then there's, what is it? That's a wall in the middle. There is
God,
nothing
I have a
can do with that.
question.
Although,
You don't
Am
have
I
to
able
address me as God. It's okay.
Am I able to craft bombs with the puddle of oil from the demigod there?
As a reagent? No.
All right.
It doesn't seem to react in the way that you would need it to for bombs.
Is there anything I can do with it?
You think there is? You're not sure, but if this is, and I'm going off of your previous roll, by the way. You think if this is a part of Osoyo, you might be able to use it in a way that might be detrimental to Osoyo. At least that's the thing that crosses your mind. Your thinking was in the right way, just maybe not exactly the way that you think.
All right. Yes, I will keep the bowl of evil jello. Sorry, proceed.
I think we should try to ask for a little help. I'm thinking of perhaps seeking out those creatures, the elder things.
Oh, they may know a command word. Yes.
or some sort of history that would just be associated, indeed.
So essentially what I'd like to do is backtrack, and I will attempt to beseech them, more or less saying...
Celia, before you go, because you start to walk out, one, we should move together. Two, Manavik, maybe give Celia the ice. They may be interested in it. It was related to the people who were here before. They used it to bathe and get healing, relaxing properties that while they were immune to the cold. And this used to be, magical water. They may be interested in the history of that.
He gave me bath water to drink, and I handed over to
I didn't say drink. Well, I did say drink it. That's right. It could be healing bath water. We don't know who bathed in there.
Oh, it's
Is
even
that worse
worse.
than any of Karun's potions that you've had before?
I
Those are
don't
chunky.
recall drinking any of her potions.
Some of them are chunky.
All right. So I'd essentially like to backtrack with the group heading towards the elder things. Are they still there?
Yeah. You can take a few minutes to make your way back.
All right. Once we are, well, you can't just drag your token. You have to actually role play walking through the halls.
Line of sight, yeah.
Oy.
I'm gonna stop at this wall as they're going to this area right here.
Okay.
And just look it over.
Oh, yeah, if you stopped, I would have not moved all the way ahead.
Fair enough.
We discovered some things. Please pardon the interruption. I know you are so diligently at work here. We were wondering, perhaps, if you would like to join us. We've uncovered a room where there's perhaps some sort of door with a mechanism that requires a password. We are unable to open it ourselves, but we believe that the deeper parts of this temple could have more information about the people that you wish to learn about here. I will present the ice and share all of the characteristics that we discovered.
Do you believe that that is true?
Yes, they created this whole thing.
Who?
Indeed.
Still, I can't remember their name.
Okay. So the Salmon Car,
Yes.
you believe, created the temple.
Salmon car.
Right.
Hmm.
Okay. All right, make a diplomacy check. That's a natural one.
Oh no.
I'm out of hero points.
Yeah, Corinne just starts backing away.
We have already looked around this place. Unfortunately, it appears that you are misinformed.
So,
That is correct.
educate me on how I am wrong.
What lies in the chamber below is not the people of the Salmon Car.
It is the whale, Osoyo, and
Yes.
It was sealed previously by
Yes.
Akakaru. Indeed.
We have learned all that we wish to. Once we restore these scrolls, we will be done with this place.
Well, actually, hang on. I could help you restore the scrolls if you want to go take a quick look. It's kind of interesting.
Please make a diplomacy check for me.
So I could make a diplomacy check, or
Yeah.
could I perhaps appeal to their nature for society?
No.
Oh. What about deception?
You're not lying.
Well, could I intimidate them?
You can. You didn't.
I'd like to not die.
I will 16.
We do not trust you to restore the scrolls. We will do
Well.
this. Your activities do not interest us.
Now, looking at the scrolls from where we can see,
You are beginning to annoy us. We have much work to do.
yes, glancing at the scrolls, is there anything sort of that mentions dreams?
The scrolls that they have on the table?
Indeed. Since we would be in decent proximity to speak.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they might have restored like one since you were here last. It's only really been like less than an hour, I think.
Mm-hmm. The one that they were working on was about the nameless spires, and we
Yep.
weren't able to glean much more than that.
Indeed.
Am I able to see that they have learned anything else from it? I have glean contents.
Yeah, you can tell that this is the scroll that they're working on right now is probably related to I think the probably the mines and like the quarry used to create the temple. Like how they got the stone.
All right. Okay.
I will beseech them one more time.
Okay.
Do you know the Salmon Car word for dreams? And I'd like to use my shameless request here. I know they're annoyed, and I will say, we will get out of your hair, so to speak. We will leave you be. Stay clear of your research. We just want to get this door open. Please.
Okay. Let's see. In your shameless request, Reduce the DC increases for making an outrageous request by 2, and if you roll a critical failure for a request, you get a failure instead. Yeah, another diplomacy check.
28.
You vex us. If we give you this information, will you leave us be?
Yes, absolutely.
It would be an annoyance to kill you. Very well. The Salmon Car words for dream are Nova.
I look to the others in case they might have any other things they want to ask.
Yep, I'm out. Nova.
No, they are incredibly annoyed at us. I believe the best course of action is for us to leave.
Thank you very much. As I'm backing out of the room, I think you're very cool. I will remember this. You probably won't remember me.
Most would consider this temperature to be very cool. Yes. An observation.
Thank you.
One day I hope I meet people like you again. And I close the door.
I passed by the other two waiting in the hallway. It's the word is Nova. Come on, let's go.
Oh. Did Malefic notice anything else with this? I won't.
We're gonna
roll because
we're gonna have their little scene here while this was happening.
Yes.
So Malvik and Arash talk. Yeah, this is this archway is about 15 feet. There's what looks to be like black frozen spider web stretching across the opening. And yeah, this like alcove beyond has what appears to be like a clear ice floor.
This can't just be here for nothing.
No, Yara and I looked at it before, but we could not determine what was going on with it. I don't know if it's perhaps a hidden door somewhere or a wall we could break.
Both of you can make a check there in the chat.
Nope.
29?
Yeah, while you're looking at this Arash talk, you notice that there are scrapes along the wall of the shaft. It suggests that the floor here can be made to descend.
Yes. Yes, it does look like this could be stairs or a ramp of some kind.
As I thought, we wouldn't be here for nothing.
I agree. We just had other pressing matters.
If it descends, then
Does it
goes all the way down to our goal.
perhaps? Does it look like that the black frost may be crystallizing and causing this to be jammed?
It looks like they can be cut or burned away, you think. But it doesn't necessarily look like it's jammed to you.
But it would at least make things easier, potentially. Malefic, this could be cut and or burned away. We might have a better look at it. Or at least find if there's a mechanism hidden on the walls.
I can
would
do
you mind?
both. Stand back.
And I do so.
I will rage, bringing out my draconic powers.
And I will then cut and burn targets that he points out since he's noticed them.
Sure. You begin to cut away at the black frost and these spider webs. You don't have to make any checks. We can say that this maybe just takes you like a couple minutes. Probably enough time for everybody to start walking past you.
Is everything all right?
No.
I would stop looking.
This, we're able to spot it. This descends. I do not know. It turns into a ramp or stairs of some kind.
Oh, we did not notice that previously.
No, we did not. We were a bit
Interesting.
preoccupied. But it could be cut and burnt away, which is why I requested that of Malefic. It may show the mechanism if it is it hidden.
Mayhaps we
Still
might
good
find
to
some
check
answers.
the other word, perhaps, but we can work on this while you do so, if you wish.
Is that your wish? Are you two going to be all right?
We won't descend without anyone if we find the mechanism.
All right. I suppose we'll holler if we end up having any success.
Very good. Time is of the essence, might as well. As I continue to point out spots that may be clustered with black frost.
Ladies, I suppose let us go.
I'll follow Karun and Yara.
Yeah, Snowy Owl will join you.
Karun strides with purpose into the room. And I approach the infotainment screen.
Okay.
Nova.
There is a moment where nothing happens.
Ugh.
And then
Oh.
you see a very like gradual filling out before you. Like this image begins to coalesce. Almost like watching frost like rime over something. And it begins to spread out. You appear to have found the activation word. As you do this, you begin to see a large chamber, circular in nature. In this circular chamber, you can see like a window into this room. You can see the circular chamber, which is again quite large. There are levels to it with steps. There is a recessed area in the center with what looks almost like glass on the bottom. Stairs on the northern side lead up to another circular alcove. And you can see in this alcove a tiered stone ring. In this ring, leading to an upraised area at the far side of this chamber. 6 icy spikes that evoke the former skyline of the nameless spires. And something in the center of them, a slumped pile of matted, bloody fur. On the other side of this large circular room, you see a similar looking alcove to the one that Arashtak and Malavik were inspecting. Give me a perception check, 3 of you.
Thirty-five.
26.
28.
You see the barest hint of a shape moving below the ice. Larger than you would expect. A dark shape moving now. Tendrils moving about. Similar to Ogmanzorius. This creature stirs. And you can hear just the barest hint of sound.
Manavik! Orashchok! And I suppose gauging what the likelihood of what is underneath that ice, I am quite frightened. I reach over and I grab Oselia's hand, and I am taken aback, you can tell. Do you hear that? Do you see it?
I did. Yes. I squeeze your hand back.
Without saying anything, I will use Elven Step to, as quickly as I possibly can, with my superior elven legs, go down to get the other two.
Varun rushes off. Malavik,
Is the
Rashtok.
figure in the middle of the room that was slumped? Does it appear that they are breathing or moving or anything?
With a perception check of 35, Yara, it does appear that it is breathing.
You're there! In the middle of the room! Are you alright?
There is no response.
Does this fur look familiar?
It does. But it's different. You think you can see tendrils writhing around.
What have we done?
Will you return with Karun, Arashtok, and Malavik?
Yes, but I'm curious what progress has been made or what it looks like after it's been cut away.
It's been cleared. There does not appear to be a mechanism that you can see.
All right. But then, yes, hearing the yells, well, check it after. Let's see what's going on.
They're on the way.
You finally made progress of getting down.
What is?
We made progress as well. I point. The one in the middle of the room, they are moving. They are breathing. They are not
Just to be clear, they're not in the middle of the room. They're on the northern side.
Oh, the northern side.
Tiered stairs leading up. There's like an alcove on the north and an alcove on the south. The
To the north.
circular room is very big.
Knowing what we know about the layout of everything we've done so far, do we have an idea of whether or not this is a window that just looks into past this wall, or do we understand if this is like a view of some place that's not immediately right here?
Arcana from a while ago.
Yeah, it could be
projection or.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense that it is you viewing someplace else.
Oh, all right. That makes more sense.
All right.
Yes, this is not a window. It's more. Think of it as scrying.
It is so vivid. My word.
I bet it's down below us, and I bet that we can get there by melting that ice in the ice pools.
No, the ice pools should just be for
The
bathing.
staircase. Look, it is a similar shape.
Yes. So the alcove, yes, that we're working on, that is the staircase in. We just need to figure out how to get in, which may have the same command word.
That's what I was thinking.
And I begin to jog back.
All right, let's go. It's over, by the way. That's the word.
When we're all here,
Dream.
we can see now that the frost and webs have been cleared.
Well, go ahead. Speak your words.
Nova!
There is no reaction.
And there we have that.
I wonder if there's not a similar scrying screen where we found the body horrors in the corner
Don't believe we saw anything like
on
that. when we looked
the
in.
opposite side.
In the scrying that we have seen, that vision we just saw over in the previous room, was there any sort of writing or anything on the walls or anything near that staircase in particular?
I'm sorry, where?
When we were looking in at the view from the other side, essentially?
No.
There was nothing written. All right.
I'll begin to put my hands on the walls and try to find any kind of indents or secret switches.
I step into the alcove while she's doing that and kind of tap on the floor with my foot just to see.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is.
Very solid below you, Rashak. Yeah, there's no give.
No give and no pressure as in like being there. My presence opens it.
Arcelia, you begin to feel the walls. Make a perception check for me.
23.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like there's any sort of secret, button or anything along those lines from what you can tell. You feel some of the scratches on this, and I think you can really with Arashok pointing them out. Otherwise, you wouldn't have even noticed them.
See there, that shows that this would descend. Karun, do you have any of those potions that help you see and find things that are hidden?
No. I think we have eaten all of those. Oh wait, no, I have one. I have one left. Who wants it?
Whoever would be better at finding hidden things, that is not really me.
Where's the best eyesight?
Probably you, me, or Manovic.
Yes.
I scored a 17 on my last eye exam.
I also scored a 17 on my last eye exam.
I haven't gotten an eye exam before, but I'm pretty sure it's worse than that.
Alright.
I mean, if I need to observe something closer, I will point it out.
I'm going to pound the elixir.
Okay. Probably about half an hour, I think.
So that's 6, right? 2 each pen for you, Karun.
Yes. Oh, yes. You would have 6 more versatile vials, Karun. Which I think puts you back.
No,
to
I
the
have
max.
I have 7 total. This is the maximum.
Over the time.
Yeah.
You replenish them.
replenishing.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, it's not giving me the bonus for it. For some reason.
You could probably open up the item and drag the effect onto yourself.
I would, but I don't have it anymore. Because I drank it. Oh, hang on.
In the
Nope.
go to the compendium and type in Eagle Eye. It will let you
Eagle
pull up
Plus
the
2
moderate
to
effect.
perception checks, or plus 3 when attempting to find secret doors and traps. For moderate. So it's either 2 or 3, depending on if it's counting as secret doors.
I got it.
Yes. Type in
Oh,
the
you got it?
compendium.
Thank you.
Yeah. Perfect.
Okay. So I will look at this door. Is it? I guess this is to find a secret door. Yes. So this counts for the +3.
It's
Maybe.
pending. That's a Whack will factor that in for you.
Okay. Here we go. 34.
You are pretty sure this is an elevator.
Oh. Oh, it's an elevator, like the one on Galarian. Or, sorry, Castrobel.
Then how does one get it to function? Perhaps we all have to stand on it?
Can I do a crafting check
You
to
can.
figure this out?
The mechanisms.
Yes, how big is this thing? Is it enough for all of us?
15 feet wide.
With the, yes.
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah.
38.
10 feet deep. You don't find any mechanical buttons or anything along those lines. From what you understand, it has to be magical.
Ah, this is a magical elevator. So, if anyone would like to figure that out.
Down.
Can I roll an arcana?
You can.
Go down.
28.
No idea.
It descend.
Nova!
Yeah, I tried that one
Oh.
already. Let's, Malavik, get on the elevator with us and we will see. We knew the word for descend or down or activate. That language.
Unfortunately, I'm not going to go back and talk to them. I made a promise.
It would be unwise then.
Yes, they would not be happy with any of us, I don't imagine.
Snowy Owl is going to begin to cast a spell. Hypercognition.
What?
Yep.
What does this look like?
I think you see Snowy Owl's eyes sort of glow. They cycle through several different colors, like colors of the rainbow. They just kind of the rhyme that kind of like floats about Snowy Owl just kind of spreads out across their eyes, and the glow that emanates from them changes color. And they will attempt to do fortune telling. They get to do 6 of these.
Maybe the 30, hopefully.
I have tried various ways to activate this lift, but unfortunately none of them were successful. I am unsure how to activate this, much like you are.
Well, I don't suppose there's anything about elevators in the good doctor's notes.
We could break it and then descend the fastest way.
That's what I was thinking.
Like free fall downward and hope.
I mean,
Well, just because everyone can fly, doesn't mean that we should all plummet to our deaths who are not all of you
I
guys.
think that this is harsh. Perhaps our last resort.
Just thinking about us not having any time. But if you can figure something out, do so. If you need something broken, smashed, let me know. I'll just lean against the wall here.
And from what I recall, looking at the walls and trying to make any sort of way out of the iconography, there would be nothing relevant.
Just scratches.
Yeah,
Wait,
there's
moves.
nothing written on the walls or anything.
Oh, was there someone mentioned about the room where that energy thing came from? Maybe there's an answer in there. Wasn't it some kind of battery or some sort?
Could take a look. Yes.
Or did we remove its ability to... It is wise.
We didn't stay in there for long because, well...
Yes, it was very quick work that we ran away from there.
I'm gonna stay here, just in case you do something that triggers it.
I'm going to stay here as well. Actually, no, I'll go with because I have the eagle eye elixir.
And you have
I'm
notes.
feeling a little feisty, a little saucy.
Yeah, you return to this room where the proto soul was.
Can I search for traps and secret doors here?
Absolutely. Give me a perception check.
I'll be looking for anything arcane. Basically trying to sweep through,
24.
detect magic. I'm just kind of, it's a cone, casting it over and over, just trying to find if there's anything that pings out at me.
Oh God. Okay,
I mean,
so this room, this room is brutal, Arostok. First and foremost, you can tell that there was like all kinds of magic on the barrier that was broken. Like you can see, it's got to be like a kaleidoscope for you. It's crazy. Like there was so much magic cast on this barrier, and the spells were just kind of like probably eroded. You can see, kind of like over time. There doesn't appear to be anything else though.
Okay, that does help though.
And Karun, yeah, I mean, you just kind of see 3 stone tables overturned, and that the transparent ice wall has been like destroyed, yeah, this must have been some kind of experimentation room or something, that, from what you can tell, but that's really it.
I see. There are no documents or clues in this room that I'm aware of.
No.
I'll pick up a rock and throw it inside through one of the holes to see if something happens.
Sure.
Well,
I'll pick up the rock and hold it out to Arashtok. Can you cast light on this?
yes, of course, I do so.
Throw the rock in there. Does anything happen?
There's probably a slight reaction, Arashtok, that you can tell with your detect magic. Like, it definitely, the barrier should have stopped this, but it fizzled.
I recast light upon myself. It is a risk, but we need to try things. I squeeze through one of the openings to go into.
So this is on the map, but the transparent ice wall has been mostly smashed out at this point.
Oh,
Okay.
because of the protosoul breaking through. Yes.
Yeah.
So I walk through then.
Okay. Yep. You walk inside.
And see if I feel physically any different.
Nope.
No.
Try casting magic.
Yeah, I cast prestidigitation and just just like random little fireworks spill out of my hand.
Yep. Jubilee.
Nothing at all.
Of all the memories that we had returned to us, we couldn't fucking have the one that lets us go down the elevator? Is that so hard to ask for?
You're yelling at me. I have no memories of an elevator. So I don't know what a command word would even be. If it has one, This was supposed to be a battery of some kind here, but I don't know if it would be powering the elevator or something else.
I don't know if it is a battery or not. It was simply guess.
I see.
Experiment at the very least.
Yes.
The pools that were in the other room, the ones that people would bathe in, or the whatever it is would bathe in, did we get the idea that those were completely solid ice, like through, like even if we smashed the top layer?
I did. I chipped away at the top layer. Said
Right.
nothing.
Ooh.
What if I put on a disguise and try to like pretend to be a maid to the people who are in the other room, and I offer them tea and cookies and say to them I need to get downstairs to clean up all of the messes that is inside of the castle.
That
That
is a
feasible?
risk. A pretty severe one.
Would they know anything about the elevator?
They may not, if it doesn't bother them. They have no interest in Osoyo. I'm not sure. I began rifling through the packs here. I was looking for useful items and climbing gear, but I'm looking for any notes now. I'm going from like... Well, there's only one bag that I can tell, unless that is also a bag and not just a bedroll.
Yeah, it's
Empty, yes.
all the stuff's been emptied.
Nothing here. We may have to break it. I do not see any other way.
I'm putting on the maid outfit.
Oh God.
Oh, it's nice knowing you, Karun.
Please watch over Karun.
I'm putting on the maid outfit.
Are you sure about this, darling?
I don't know what else I can do.
Well,
What else? How else will we find out how to use the elevator?
We could break it, I suppose, or you could find a way to engineer it so that it doesn't kill us all. What about
Ooh,
that?
that is actually a much better idea. Then yes, we'll do that.
You would look great in a maid outfit, though. I
I'll
think
do
I've
that
seen
in the
you
maid
one
outfit.
before.
I'll do that in the maid outfit.
Yes, put it on. I mean, it's a little cold, so make it like a fuzzy maid outfit if you could.
Is it possible to engineer some way to make this elevator work?
Definitely.
Oh,
Yeah, 38 on
Then-
crafting on it before.
then I will just do that.
Sure. How do you do it?
I will disassemble the sled and use some of the pulleys and ropes on it.
Okay. How are you gonna make it go down?
Well, I'm going to suspend it, right?
Huh?
So that it is not going to just fall.
Yeah.
And then I will gently and carefully tell Melvek that we need to chip away at the edges so that we can release it from it being suspended by the rocks, so that it is dangling only from the ropes.
I cast guidance on Karun as well.
Melvek,
Mm-hmm.
now I am going to need your
Why
help.
are you in a maid outfit? I'm just kidding. What?
She looks
What are you
great,
talking?
doesn't she?
What are you talking about? I'm not sure what you mean.
Why are you in a maid outfit?
It is not a maid outfit. It is my working outfit, and I am
Oh.
working very hard on this problem.
Looks a lot
Maid
like a
outfit
maid outfit.
intensifies.
Wait a minute. I need
Look,
to change
Melvek.
This can't be this music. Wait a minute.
The last time I seen you in
I was
that,
getting
you
so
was-
excited by the music.
Melvek,
Oh,
I need you to try to
Wait,
chip
before
around
you
the-
say anything, the last time I seen you in this, you've been getting your way with others. You would not work with me. All you have to do is ask.
I really need you to chip away at the thing. At the. Oh no.
Wait, what?
I just need you to. We can get into all of that when we are done here. It's just that we are all going to die. So I really need you to chip away at the edges of this, at the edges of the floor here in the elevator. Now that it is suspended.
The lift.
Why
The
didn't you
lift.
just
She's
say-
trying to say the lift.
The
You
lift.
just say so. I can.
You could do that. That would
Did
be
you want
great.
to just?
I'm very confused.
Just
Do we have? I look around to see if there's any pickaxes or anything.
You have climbing gear.
Oh yes, I will use that. I'm not using my axe. Here, and then I'll start hammering away.
Okay, so Karoon, you're rigging up a pulley and rope system?
to suspend it.
Okay. Yeah, make a crafting check.
Farewell.
I'll help Malavik with the destruction of property.
And I will cast a divine guidance upon my dear Karoon. You've got this, darling, I think.
Oh, hang on. You said guidance?
Indeed.
Yeah, just drag it onto your
Guidance. Got it.
both.
All right. 29. Wait, did
Yeah.
I do the guidance right?
Yes.
It is on there.
Okay.
But now you're guidance immune. Drag that immunity onto yourself as well.
Oh, got it. Yes.
Okay. So, just to explain how this looks, essentially, this is an ice floor here. Okay. Malavik and Arcelia, you begin to start to like chip away at the edges. Karoon, how are you doing this? Like, how are you securing the rope to the
The
floor?
pinions from the climbing gear. Then I'm suspending
Pitons.
the pitons, that's what it is, pitons from the climbing gear. Using that to attach the ropes to the walls.
Okay.
And with an appropriate amount of leverage and pulleys, I'm reasonably certain that the elevator will not come crashing down.
Yeah.
That it is
Sure does
reasonably
not.
Or doesn't
suspended.
take offense.
Sure, there's no lever or button right in front of our faces.
No, I am quite certain there's not.
We looked very thoroughly. It is supposed to be magically activated.
And Rune doesn't know anything.
Yeah.
There's no magic for descend and
just-
rise as I'm chopping away.
As everybody's watching this, Karoon is like very haphazardly sort of setting this up. Just like
Blushing, all blushing.
Yep.
A slightly darker shade of porcelain white.
Yep. There's probably like
Eggshell. She's almost eggshell now.
Yeah, how much rope do you guys have?
Matter glossy.
Tons of rope. We each have climbing
I
gear.
had,
so
I had 50 on me. No, one rope is 50 feet.
I think you had
so-
about 200 feet of rope. If I'm not mistaken.
200,
something like that.
250 is around that.
Okay. So essentially, you've got this like jury-rigged pulley on the ceiling. You got a rope and pinions that have locked the rope into place that you've smashed into there, into this ice floor. Which, to be fair, is what it's intended for. The pulley is sort of secured also with a piton on the ceiling. And Arcelia and Malavik are chipping away at the edges of this to shrink the size of the floor so that it can just fall with control, someone gripping the rope. Yes? Just kind of trying not to, like instantly fall. Okay. Malavik and Arcelia,
a reflex save.
we got athletics checks for you in the chat there.
A 31 is a failure.
Oh no.
Oh, a 36
no.
is a failure.
What?
This thing is heavy. I don't understand. I'm not questioning the craftsmanship
So
of Karoon, but
this,
I am
so this,
questioning the weight. Of,
this is straight up like how tough this ice is. You're doing it. It's going really slow though.
What if I enrage and use fire? Well, they said chip, so I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Same.
This is like, I mean, this ice is, from what you can tell, it's probably like 5 feet thick.
Whoa, what if I use my deviant feet that I never use? Laser beam eyes.
Oh yes, of course. That's superpower.
Yeah.
So
In another
yeah,
life, I had
it's
a curl
it's
in my
5
forehead.
feet. It's 5 feet thick. This ice, mechanically, just so you know, it's got a hardness of 14, which means that you have to do 14 damage to it to even make a dent.
I mean, I could do damage to it, but
Yep.
if you want me to gently
I'm just
chip
telling
at
you,
it,
this is taking forever. You're chipping away at this, and this
I
is
can,
taking forever. Like,
I mean-
10 minutes pass, and it's like,
Oh, 14, I can't do that.
yeah, almost like
this.
nothing has happened. Like, you've made...
Alright,
should just
alright.
try
We
to
need another
melt
plan.
it.
We need another plan. Yeah, we just
Forget the
melted.
elevator. We could just make a rope system to climb
just-
up and down.
I'll just climb down with the rope.
Where's the elevator? Is the elevator blocking the way?
You are in
Yes.
the elevator. This is the
Oh,
elevator.
no, I'm not. I'm standing over
No,
here.
no, I'm just to go out and
Oh.
chip at the ice. You would have to get on.
Oh. So the elevator is blocking the passage down.
Yeah.
Why
There's
don't
a
we...
5 foot. There's a 5 foot block of ice that
Yeah.
essentially serves as the elevator down the shaft.
the ice is serving as the elevator.
I'll start.
Why don't we-
I'll start tossing the versatile vials with the alchemist fire in it.
We're just start talking
Just-
vials in there.
After I was
Yeah.
gently tapping at this, I'm pissed.
Yeah. I disassemble all of the ropes and everything so that we can reuse it later.
I will, I just keep saying while I'm doing this, why don't we just destroy it?
Yeah, we'll just destroy it.
Just break it.
I'm telling
Okay,
you,
I will
fire.
rage.
More fire.
I will rage and I will go ham on this thing.
Make a hole.
Okay.
Yeah,
As soon
I'm
as I
not
hear that.
lobbing them in just like crazy. I'm taking
Sure.
one spot and trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
napalm it.
Okay. Let's see. Everybody that's attacking, make an attack roll.
32.
Okay, and roll for damage as well.
I crit.
Yep. Do crit.
Plus 2. Ooh, and I have force
37.
damage.
Okay. Yeah, Karun, that'll count as a crit too.
Ah, it didn't apply. It's supposed to be 34 with force.
Okay.
Stupid thing.
I
This
want
is
to
for
do
me to
fire.
determine like how long this is going to take you to destroy this fucking thing. Okay.
Are we using persistent damage and sticky bomb? Because
Okay.
it is going to take a while for it to melt.
I technically apply flaming persistent fire damage because of that crit.
Yeah.
Is this an emotional effect?
For me, yes, definitely.
For me, it is.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. You guys go crazy on this thing, just smashing this. Snowy Owl is just like perhaps.
Okay, new.
Maybe we
all
should-
Does he have any other cause of anything about his mother? Anything
plan.
at all, Snowy Owl?
New
Help
plan.
us.
I'm gonna say after 10 minutes, you managed to destroy this.
Oh.
The ice begins to tumble down the shaft.
Now we
Alright.
have a hole.
Good work, everyone. We broke the elevator.
I could have done this such a long time ago.
Right.
First clearing it.
what they
Whilst
get for not
they were
having a
attacking
button.
that thing for the past 10 minutes,
I have a question. Oh, go ahead. I'm
I would
sorry.
like to cast Augury. It takes 10 minutes, so you would notice after I am befuddled watching you all, my eyes roll to the back of my head. It's incredibly creepy, and I begin to glow a little bit as I attempt to gain a glimpse of the future. So I am going to ask about a particular course of action. Us going down there via this method, how we've destroyed things, bad, good, maybe?
Nothing.
Oh, God. Oh, Pharasma, please.
Before we go down there, should we not try
I rolled
to?
I rolled a 2 on the secret check.
Wow.
You've done this to me twice now, you fucker.
we go down there, could we not try to craft any kind of tool that we may need through the magical blacksmithing thing?
Could tie a rope to your ladder and extend that. I will suggest.
I want to look down the hole to see how far down it
Can't
goes.
see the bottom.
Oh, that big block of ice. If there's anything underneath there, do we hear anything?
The floor has been shattered. You destroyed it. It's gone.
Did
we hear-
anything
Just-
fall?
Yeah,
Did we
it
hear anything
absolutely
crash at the
fell.
bottom?
It sounded. It took a long time. Didn't hear it land.
Also, if this was an elevator, is there anything that held the block of ice?
No.
Any kind of
Magic.
like rope system pulling? It was
Just
all
magic.
just a block of ice. Okay.
Magic, yeah.
Did any of you have a spell that would slow falling?
You all can fly! All of you can fly!
I don't have any fucking spell slots. That's why this is a problem.
Well.
I pull out a scroll. I do have a scroll of fly. I grab a piece of rubble and cast light on it and drop it. And see and count how long it'll take to fall. Trying to do some maths to see how far it is distance-wise, vaguely.
Okay.
Before you do that, I'll make a suggestion. There's
You
duffel
think you
bags
would do
here, or whatever. There's bags. You shall fill it with rocks to make it weigh somewhat the same as one of us, and then toss it instead of tossing something that won't work with gravity.
Things fall at the same rate, no matter what the weight is.
Okay.
I say and hold the rock out and then drop it. With light on it.
So how far down is it?
I'm waiting on someone else to do maths. I'm totally the someone else.
Well, I suppose we can all go home.
How? You cast light on it. You said.
I do, yes.
Bigger the object, bigger the light.
It's a 20-foot radius of
Huh?
light, no matter what. Actually, I think it's more than that now.
Oh, I'll tell.
Make a perception check for me, Arashtok.
Somebody should be
Sure.
looking in the viewing glass while we're doing this.
That's what I was
Yeah.
gonna say. I was gonna be like, Arash Talk, count to 30 seconds, and then I'll run over to the viewport, and then I'll watch.
Excellent idea.
Okay.
You don't have to move and everything. We can just
Oh,
assume that you do this. Arcelia, give me a perception check. Arashtok. I'll get to that in a second.
31.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll watch the thing through the spyglass while it drops.
Arcelia, from what you can tell, it took about over 11 seconds to hit.
Oh.
I run back. It took about 11 seconds to hit.
Oh, then that is doable with our fly spells and those with wings, I suppose.
Yes.
When I looked at the viewport, did I see any disruption? Did that figure move at all with the destruction of the ice?
Nope.
Okay.
Did you see the ice?
Did I
Oh,
see
the ice? Yeah, absolutely. It's down there.
Yeah. Yes, it is completely smashed.
Oh, that's good. At least we know where this leads.
I know the answer, but I want Dan to figure this out because of
Yeah,
what
no,
they've
I-
done.
Yeah.
This is the penance.
I do believe.
Distance equals time over v
Well, there's-
over
Fall
t.
distance, which actually, if I look at
Times 2 of your intelligence
Terminal
modifier.
velocity of a stone with
It is
no
double the
air
rate
resistance.
For falling down or for going down.
I look at
a
Arash Taka and I start pulling at the numbers floating in the air around his head. What is this magic?
Yeah, I probably am prestidigitating numbers that are flying around me so I can do math in the air.
If a caravan leaves Einmuren at 30 miles per hour and another leaves the crown of the world going at 25 miles per hour, and they are both traveling in separate directions.
How many apples do you have?
How many apples do you have?
It'd be cool if your mosquitoes did the math. They just form.
You need some help, Arashtak?
I'm looking at the. So I was trying to find the flying rules. There we go. Because there was the if you cancel fly, if you do not fly, you fall, taking fall damage. If you jump more than 5 feet, if you take fall damage, yeah, well.
Why don't they just have Snowy Owl hold on to one end of the rope and tell Snowy Owl to go down? Because Snowy Owl can fly, right?
I just don't know how far you fall in one round. That is the thing that I don't.
She's somehow
don't know off
important.
the top of my head, rule-wise.
Yes,
If it's 11 seconds, that's 2 rounds of falling.
Well, okay. So what we know of snowy owls flying, is that an innate thing with their wings, or is it... okay, so they can fly and usher us if need be.
Snowy Owl, can you hang on to this end of the rope and just...
I don't think we should send her down there fast.
All right, then I will tie a big stone on the end of it and just start lowering the rope down.
It's probably a better idea.
Once it hits the bottom, I'll measure the rope.
You need some help, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, I 100% do. I'm running on like dad brain and
I'm
no
going to
sleep.
see if lowering the rock with
so-
the rope is faster
Hold
than
on.
getting
Hold
hang
on.
it out.
Hold on. Hold on. Arashtak. Arashtak, roll a let's see here.
Roll a physics, AP physics roll.
Don't take me back!
Yeah, sorry, I did physics with calculus and I want to forget all of it. And I mostly have, all right?
Yeah, make a survival check, I think.
All right. 20.
Can I
I think it's 2,000 feet down.
Okay.
Oh.
I thought I saw the 1,000 feet around is what you fall, and that is correct, yes. It's gonna be about 2,000 feet down, maybe a little less if it took 11 seconds.
Yeah, we don't have nearly enough rope.
No, definitely not enough rope.
Okay. Guess I would have to. I don't know how it will work out for me, since the hawk has been silent this whole time.
Which would be, and I'm now like doing even more maths.
When we saw the light from the stone falling down the tube, we did see it on the walls, right? We know that it's like a shaft.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
is
saw the
possible.
bottom of the alcove, effectively.
Yeah. It is possible then to climb down.
The walls appear very slick.
Oh, never mind.
If I can fly 25.
It would, from what you can tell, it would be a nightmare to climb down.
Okay.
Malavik would struggle.
Do you think
No?
if we got in the yurt and we pushed the yurt, that we would survive?
That's some D&D shit right there.
We all climb into the bag of holding.
There it
Does
is.
no one have Featherfall in its fucking campaign?
Because we
So,
just
speaking
got
of-
fly.
Speaking of, when we descended and I used my trinket, the one that allows me to do the slow fall, have we slept since then? I don't recall.
I don't
Yes,
remember.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We
That was,
absolutely
like right
did.
before we came in, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that was climbing down the big wall, and she used that. You didn't use it again.
No.
It was
So,
on the high ice.
I
You
can
used it. You used
do
it on the
that
high
myself.
ice. You used it on the high ice when you were crossing the ravine, but it was still more time. There were still days in between,
Perfect.
so you would have
Alright.
slept.
Okay, I have... Oh, go ahead.
No. What are you going to say, darling?
I'm going to say that I would like to use one of the versatile vials to craft a bioluminescent bomb. Drop that down there so we can always see the bottom.
The pebble has light on it, so you can.
Yeah, I think.
But does it light indefinitely, or is it only when?
Yeah. So it lasts for 24 hours, I think.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, it does. Light is still going.
The Rorschach has no light on him anymore.
Correct. Now I don't, which I leave it on the rock for the moment. But so more math for you than I did calculate. To get down to the bottom with fly, it takes 26 rounds because that is 3 move actions around. That's 2,000 feet. If it's less than that, even easier. But if it's 2,000 feet, we can move. Well, in general, for 5 minutes, the fly spell, which is how long it lasts, is 300 seconds. 26 rounds for that. Basically, you could do it 11 times, up and down, or like one-way trips, 11 times with one fly spell.
Okay, because I can cast one. It's just I only have
I have
2
a
of that
scroll.
spell level.
There's a scroll. How many people can get fly with that? 3?
Basically, it's 11 rounds, so it'll be up, down, so it's 6 trips down, 5 trips up.
Okay. That's enough for all of us.
Yes, and Snowy Owl.
I mean, you can cast it on me, and I'll.
Especially because the person who flies them down doesn't need to come back up for themselves. They can just stay down.
One fly, in theory, if I did my maths right, it would do it. Well, if that's what we want to do, then that's what we need to do.
Yes,
how we get back up is a different story, but
we'll figure it out later.
If we're even able to get back up, we may die.
I have
a possibility.
I have a plan. I have an alternative plan or a safety plan. What if? And I'm just drawing a little thing into the dust and the ice. Okay, so what if we had some kind of cup? What if we had some kind of cup, and then on the bottom of the cup, there's like a firing pin, right? And if the cup is pressed against something, it shatters the vial that is inside. And what if that vial is a sonic vial? Yes, an exploding one, right? Creating enough explosive force to inflate some canvas, so that we could have like a big inflatable bag, right? So that if we are falling, we are not crashing into the ice, but instead on this big inflatable bag. Did you show the?
Yeah. It's on the screen.
This is a very important schematic. All right.
You want to make a hot air balloon?
It's not a hot air balloon. It is just a way to precisely crack open a vial, and it does so with force, like when it falls. So as soon as it falls, it explodes and fills this canvas with the explosion, the force of the explosion.
Yeah.
So that if we are free falling down a shaft of some kind, we have a bag that can catch us.
I redid the math. I think it's going to only let me do 2 trips. Or Malefic 2.
Then it's a good thing Karun made the
Snowy Owl
idea for the bag.
Yes,
Okay.
Snowy Owl could carry the lighter of us.
Are you able to fly anymore?
Yes, I can carry one of you down.
So we either explode some bag that fills a gap, or we fly down. Whatever we do, we need to make a decision.
I want to test the bag idea. I'd like to build a prototype. Can I use the any tool for the cup?
Yeah, I think that's fine.
All right. I'd also like to just craft together some canvas so that it can form,
Hold on, let me put this music
like
back on.
a bag around the cup.
Oh, wait,
And then,
that's
this is not a full size, but a scale prototype. and I would like to come over here into the center of the room. I'm doing this so I'm not injuring anyone. I'm absolutely putting on the eye protection.
Be so funny if everyone's flying down while doing this.
Exactly what I was thinking. This is exactly what I was thinking.
Corinne's gonna take the next hour to make this prototype while everybody flies down. Snowy Owl's just waiting there. Shall we go?
I would silently nod my head.
Karoon, darling, it's sort of an end of the world.
29.
Yeah, you think you got something figured out here, Karoon? This will take you a good hour or so.
Does it look like it works? Like it's feasible? In the scale prototype?
Potentially. You're gonna need probably a lot more oomph.
Perhaps I will need 2 explosives.
I will take the
so
ferry ride from Snowy Owl.
If you cast fly on me, I can just.
And I do. I take the scroll out and use fly upon Malavik.
Okay, and I'll start taking down. Whoever
I watch
flies.
Karoon and support
I meant-
Karoon. You're doing a good job.
Thank you.
Arcelia
occurred
says
to me that
before
the
Malavik takes Arcelia down.
Yeah, I'm gonna just grab people. We run out of time.
It has occurred to me that the falling will take longer than.
Can you imagine me being like, I'm the hawk, I need to ferry people down? No! So, I don't even know, I can't even hear him.
I do
Can't
an
even hear
awkward
him.
look with you because I was going to go with her. All right, Malavik. Take me down, please.
Yeah, I'll take whoever down, whoever wants to go, as fast as I can.
Thank you, darling.
Okay.
It has occurred to me that it will take. The falling will take longer than the versatile vial can remain potent. So I will have to craft it as I am falling.
Malavik, as like see you like start to fall, like fly and with Snowy Owl.
The versatile vial
Fly
literally
only
lasts.
so long.
Like once you activate the versatile vial, it as soon as you like.
Does it last longer than
as
11 seconds?
As soon as you mix the concoction, it lasts 6 seconds.
So yes, I will have to craft it as I'm falling.
Yeah. Yeah, Karoon, you're working on this. As soon as you like turn around to like look for everybody after Arcelia's encouraged you, everybody's gone. Only Snowy Owl it remains. And as you turn around to look, you see Snowy Owl there. Are you ready to travel down? Everyone else has gone.
Yeah, I'll go.
I will carry you.
That's fine. I
love the idea.
I kick the prototype a little bit with my foot. Just
Versatile vial explodes.
Yeets her in the ceiling.
What?
It works!
Going down.
What?
I just speak to Malavik. Malavik, darling, I feel so bad. She seemed very passionate about the idea.
Shuffle over to Snowy Owl, and I just alright, come, I'll go.
With
the
the
world
maps,
wasn't
by the
ending.
way, I just want to note the way we would have had to do this to make it work, which I would have noted right as we started to go down. We'd have to fall down, arrest the fall with fly, and then fly back up to make it last enough time with the spell in the distance. So it'd be a free fall essentially for the 2,000 feet, give or take.
If it's controllable wings and we have control over fire, you can
So
do
we're
that.
not the
Right,
only ones
exactly.
who are doing something in the middle of falling.
What are you doing in the middle of falling?
I was going to be. It's not important.
Oh,
As you all reach the bottom, you see the ice pebble in the large room before you. And you can hear the sounds of whale song.